And we've all faced the frustrations of driving on the freeways when there's heavier vehicles that are just in front of you.
State officials are doubling down on you Hammer Lane huggers and fund Michigan's advanced dinner for the elite. More on that coming up. Audio and greetings, truck lovers, back behind the golden TIB microphone for yet another installment of the Journal. Bossman, the CIC of United States of Truckin, welcoming you in. If you're a current subscriber, we are sharing information, tips, tricks, and news you need to help make trucking great again. Today's dinner for two in Kalamazoo is paid for by a bill looking to make the roads safer. Where is he? That's right, Michigan has passed a law to attempt to fix traffic issues because nothing screams progress like banning big rigs from the Hammer Lane. That's right, the House has advanced a bill that clamps down on Hammer Lane usage for trucks over 10,000 pounds, claiming it'll reduce congestion, improve safety. Oh, and let's not forget about the real winner here, Michigan's advanced dinner fund paid by the elite. Remember I mentioned that? Because nothing solves traffic like a steak dinner in Lansing, paid for by the faithful and dependable trucking industry. Stick around to see why I tell you that. But is this really about safety, or is this just the age-old ridiculous story of blaming the truckers for their problems they can't fix? On one side of the aisle, you have those fighting for the truckers. All the while, you have those yahoos complaining about a few minutes of traffic on the way to dinner. Will that get between your A1 or your Heinz 57? Or are you going vegan? The OOIDA was quoted as saying, research has demonstrated that truck lane restrictions are difficult to enforce, accelerate pavement deterioration, and create speed differentials and increase merging conflicts and, most importantly, crashes. So you drive back and forth to work. Your daily commute is all of 20 or 30 minutes. And those pesky trucks get in your way. Ever stop to think why those trucks are in that left lane to begin with? Simple. They're there delivering the stuff you work your job to be able to afford. But you get one or two of those pesky metal boxes rolling on wheels on the wrong day in your way, and along comes House Representative with an axe to grind. This is the story of one Will Brook, House Representative of Michigan, and his campaign to rid Michigan of the one thing that stands between him, the latte between his legs, and his commute to his front door.
We've all been there. We've all been driving on the roads. We drive here every day, most of us, and we've all faced the frustrations of driving on the freeways, especially when you're behind 3-4 lanes there. Everyone's going the same speed, and when there's heavier vehicles that are just in front of you. And so for this bill 5304, I think it's a common sense bill, and to make it as simple as I can, it simply says that if there's a freeway, limited access freeway, that left lane is restricted from heavy truck traffic. That's really the simplest way I can explain this bill. One of those lanes will be restricted to heavy truck traffic. This makes the roads safer. It has potential to add safety. It has potential to add ease of travel to our roads. Currently, our state law, there's many signs. You see signs that say truck traffic, right 2 lanes, but there's no mechanism within our state law that allows them to actually enforce that. And so this will allow the roadways, I believe, to be safer and allow us all to get here maybe slightly a little quicker, but the key is less aggravated once we get here. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
In case you missed it, look at the real important reason he thinks this bill is the answer.
This makes the roads safer. It has potential to add safety. It has potential to add ease of travel to our roads.
Repetitive statements like you're in elementary school? Nah, it don't make sense. Now that we've seen the tape on how to properly stand in front of a classroom of 5th graders, let's dissect this for a moment, shall we? Brooks says this is a common sense move to alleviate congestion and reduce frustration. Because apparently every traffic jam in Michigan is caused by somebody like you or me, right? Forget about the potholes, forget about distracted drivers, or the major amounts of construction all up and down your state. No. It's the truckers and their pesky need to know, do their job. But here's where it gets rich. Michigan State Police, I don't know if you caught that. Michigan State Police couldn't even enforce the old rule because the law was so vague. So now they've given troopers the green light to hand out tickets like they're going out of style. And let's not overlook the fact the exceptions that currently exist haven't been changed, like trucks being allowed to exit from the left or avoid a hazard, because obviously exits are always on the left, right? So what's their solution? Well, I looked up the current cost for a left lane violation. They've slapped a penalty of, wait for it, a whopping $100. That's barely enough to fill a quarter of your tank for fuel. And at that price, they might as well hand out thank you notes with the damn thing saying, thanks for supporting our state budget with your lunch money. Okay, let's save them some time and us some money, okay? Here's a Harvard-style solution from an average range trucker like me, okay? Tell me, guys, in the comments if you think I'm crazy. In the event you think you can't enforce something, why not go back to the book and put your state money on the solution rather than a meeting complaining about the cold latte? Why can't the police enforce this? Ambiguity. Making meaningless laws may seem like fun, but in the end, you could buy a steak dinner for the money I'm saving you now. I don't have to be Graham Stephan to figure this out. Come on, folks. Drivers, what's the most you've been charged? Comment below, tell me, for a left lane violation in any other state. Let me know. It's like your travel agency with a deluxe add-on, for Christ's sake. If you want to get these guys out of the hammer lane, why are you charging them so little? Truck lovers, just hanging out in the left lane or even in the center lane anywhere isn't cool. They annoy me all the time too. So, Mr. Bruck, I feel your pain. But I've just saved your state and your next latte. Guys, get over. Stay on the right. You don't need to be in the left lane. It may be cool to you, but it's annoying to me. I don't know about you, but I don't want to hear Mr. Bruck give the 3 reasons why his state needs a law ever again. So that's the menu, folks. Michigan's recipe to make roads safer. The same $100 that barely covers the cost of a steak dinner. This is the kind of bold policy that needs to be changed. And when you do, it'll scream serious rather than joke. So to all my fellow truckers out there, remember, left lane, it's not for you. It's for the Prius drivers going 15 under the speed limit and the state officials traveling home with their latte. Be sure to take a moment, like and subscribe. Check us out on Saturday, on the weekend, for an edition of Frontline that's certainly bound to spark a debate. We're here every weekend talking about the news and your views and letting your voice be heard. Till the next journal or Truckin City show, whichever comes first, keep the rubber down and your faith in high range. And Michigan, if you're listening, fix the roads first so we can keep them rolling.